Well said.
I'll call Mojo Mathers. I will ring the bell a minute to go before the end.
Thank you.
Okay. Mojo Mathers.
I rise to speak to the government bill to extend the suspension of democracy in Canterbury. When the Principal Act was first introduced in 2010, many of us in Christchurch were cynical that democracy would be restored in 2013. The joke in Christchurch was that Fiji would see democracy restored before we would in Canterbury. And we were cynical despite Nick Smith's heartfelt reassurances that we would, in fact, have our vote back in 2013. Why were we so cynical? Because for those of us who have been involved in water issues in Canterbury, we saw this act as real goal, as being all about removing roadblocks to the extension of irrigation in Canterbury and the extension of large-scale water storage schemes. And that is what the second plan, generation plan, will help provide for. And that is not in place yet. And democracy has been a barrier to these plans being developed. Why? Because the people in Canterbury are apprehensive about more proposals for intensive farming, for irrigation and for water storage, and they are rightly so. Because we in Canterbury love our rivers and our waterways. We value our drinking water. Christchurch is the only large city left in the world that can drink pure, uncontaminated water straight from the tap, untreated. And that this water shapes our identity in Christchurch. And we're concerned, and have been for many years right now, by the existing irrigation and intensive farming that is polluting our rivers. And we are directly impacted by these. Just 3 weeks ago, in the township of Darfield, there was a really serious outbreak of gastroenteritis, with more than 150 cases of serious vomiting and diarrhoea. And this was directly related to intensive farming. And I quote here from a statement by the Canterbury District Health Board Medical Officer of Health, Alistair Humphrey, when he said, "Intensified farming now means that a lot of water is contaminated with animal faeces, especially the Waimakariri after heavy rain." And so the intensive farming that we have now in Canterbury is already not being well managed or regulated, and it's already polluting our water, and it's already making people very sick. And it's impacts like this that makes people want to have a say in how water is managed, because they will have to live with the impact of it. And that is why it is so concerning that the Act does not allow appeal to the Environment Court on the merit of the Commissioner's decision. And this is an aspect that probably of greater concern to me, because we have no recourse to a vote and we have no recourse to the Environment Court. So what can we do if the Commissioners make a decision that will allow more pollution of Canterbury's water? Thank you.
Call Louise Upston.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.